Huntsville's homeless population is on the rise, and as the colder months creep in, they'll need items to help keep warm. Due to the pandemic, there isn't as much space in local shelters, creating an even bigger need for winter gear. But you can help. The North Alabama Homeless Coalition is taking up donations. They are in need of large blankets, plus-size coats, thermal underwear, hand warmers, and any other items that can help keep someone warm.
When you think about ordering blankets, we ask that you order at least a full-size blanket so the client can actually, cover up in the blanket appropriately, as well as to think about the type of blanket that you would want if you were outside in the element.
If you don't feel safe getting out during the pandemic, you can shop online and mail in donations. For more information, head to rocketcitynow.com.